Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Prescott now, option right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons.
Shit.
Mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you...
Also fun. Hold up, man.
A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Country feels. Here down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. A 1st down carry by Elliott. He won't go down. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Kick him off.
And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this.
You know it.
Breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin taking it in. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Kick him off.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right, other than that,
whoa,
if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Redskins offense led by their new quarterback, Case Keenum. And Keenum, a guy who's seen his fair share of highs and lows in this game. The high, likely his 22-touchdown season for the Vikings in 2017. And the low probably being traded by Denver after one 6-10 season. But here he is ready to run. And his first carry, he loses the football.
And it does. Wow. That's my highlight. That's my truck.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up.
Gonna keep me waiting.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw on 2nd and 6. Keenum. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Oh, yeah. Oh, did he get it? Did he get that? Oh, my God. You serious? Wow, you let him get that. Somebody better go for it. Good hit.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Whoa.
Throwing on first down is Keenum.
Like the, oh my God.
This to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Keenum going to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, Keenum. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And it's a fumble.
Oh, my God.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Like, geez, dude.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
He's picking up. He's fumbling the damn thing. I mean, come on.
From the gun, it's Keenum. Oh, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Go.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Come on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Oh, really? How?
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's caught by Irvin.
Let's go, baby.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Oh, if you go over it, I'm gonna scream.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command.
Thank you.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about the...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Oh, fuck. Go.
Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they didn't even attempt it. from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation.
And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Delayed game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Get ready, get ready.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Oh, my God.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Go,
flushed out right.
Block. What are you doing?
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. And it's caught. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about everywhere.
And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Well, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. You guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. So he got 3 on one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They come out here in the eye. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And they'll indeed take a knee.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
We certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And his kick is indeed good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Good work, boys. Let's go.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. The NFL's passing leader through 11 weeks, Dak Prescott, brings out the Dallas Cowboys. And, Charles, you had the pleasure of seeing them last week in Detroit. Dak Prescott, 444 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Say that again. He's the NFL's what?
A leading passer. Who would have thought? He's over 3,200 yards.
Yeah, maybe approaching a 5,000-yard pace if they continue to go at this rate. Unbelievable, because when you think of Dak Prescott and his development, you thought he'd be a guy that would put up nice numbers, but I don't know that we thought he'd be, what's the word, prolific? And that's exactly what he's been. He's putting together an MVP type of a season, and no one's really talked about it because the Cowboys haven't strung together an impressive number of wins just yet.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On second down now, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
But he breaks through another tackle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. On second down, it's Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Power running by Zeke. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st down, here's White. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. On 2nd and 9, Brady. Safarian Jenkins has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. It's caught. This is White. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got White here. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Or they thought it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw is Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Elliott.
You Zeke, you fumble, you off the team. Right?
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
What? Okay.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Oh, fuck.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Come on. Damn you, Dad. Damn you.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
We got three.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still third down.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal.
Let's go.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
It wasn't me. Let me in, man. Got me. Wow, this game. Yeah, that's 3, so 13, 14, 15. Was me. Sofa wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.